Hey guys, welcome back to Clutch Takes. Today me and Evan will be talking about the breaking news of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and DeAndre Jordan all joining the Brooklyn Nets and what it means for the NBA. Hope you enjoy the video. Like I said earlier, Kevin Durant broke the NBA by joining Kyrie Irving and DeAndre Jordan on the Brooklyn Nets. Evan, what is your first take on this?
Well, it's a 4-year max for both of them, and they're giving them a window of 4 years to win a championship. It gives them ample amount of time to create chemistry and give it a good go at the championship. But I think we don't know what's going to happen with Kevin Durant and his injury, and we don't know if the rumors of Kyrie being a disruptive player in the locker room, we don't know if that's true or not, but I believe it's not. And we don't know if DeAndre Jordan is too out of his prime.
Yeah, I think that Kyrie Irving was misportrayed in Boston, as I feel like he just wasn't a good fit with them. As Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, they all want to be the man. They all want to get their touches, and they just didn't have a flow. There's too many ball-dominant players when there's only one ball to go around.
Well, yeah, I think that mostly that team overperformed in 2018 when Kyrie went down, and I feel like they were on their high horse coming back after that offseason. And when Kyrie was there, they thought they could win without him anyways. So they thought they were ahead of themselves of how good they actually are, and we'll see how they do with Kemba Walker this year. We'll get to that in another video, but I think Kyrie honestly is going to be really good under Kevin Durant's wing.
Yeah, as for Kevin Durant's legacy, this saves his legacy. As everyone kept talking about it year round, Kevin Durant knows about it, that his 2 championships, everyone calls them worthless, so he can turn around, prove the NBA world wrong, and see how he can win a championship on his own. What do you have to think about that?
Well, yeah, you can't say that it's too stacked of a team. I mean, he only has one other All-Star this time instead of 3, and both players, Kyrie and Durant, need to prove something. Kyrie needs to prove that he can lead a team, and Durant needs to prove that he can win without an all-star caliber of a team like the Golden State Warriors. And DeAndre Jordan, I think he's a good glue guy. Also, he's a really good defender, and he can rebound the ball really well, which they needed his size as well, Brooklyn Nets. They are really small against the 76ers, and I think DeAndre Jordan and Durant gives them a big size in the forward position in the center, and I think they have a lot of depth in their lineup.
However, super teams aren't always a guaranteed success rate, as we've seen teams such as the old Brooklyn Nets with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce not be successful, as well as the Los Angeles Clippers featuring DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, and Blake Griffin. What do you think about the Nets' new super team and how you think they will do?
I think it's an interesting one since their best player is currently hurt for a whole year. And, well, there are 3 players that never won the Nets jersey, the big 3 that we were talking about. And it's always hard to create chemistry with people you've never played with. So it's kind of like a mystery at this point. And we don't know if Kyrie's going to be ball dominant, if he still thinks he's the number 1 option. We don't know if, like I said, DeAndre Jordan's too old. But I feel like this will be a success because Kevin Durant's injury, I don't think will be as affected since he's a 7-foot player who never uses his energy towards the basket, more for shooting. And when he's shooting, he doesn't need to be as energetic as the players before who had the Achilles tear, like Derrick Rose or Kobe Bryant, who never came back the same. But what do you think of Kevin Durant? Do you think he can come back?
I think that Kevin Durant will lose a bit of agility, but I don't think it'll be too much hampering on his play style, as he'll still be able to shoot the lights out, and that I think he'll be able enough to do a few dunks in there. And that I think ultimately that this team is really talented, and that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant is a good enough 1-2 punch to eventually lead them to the finals in these 4 years. What do you think, Evan?
Well, I think that when he was in OKC, he had to put up with Russell Westbrook, and that's probably the ultimate reason why he left. People constantly tried to back up Westbrook since they're fans of him, but like he's a ball dominant point guard who takes most of the shots, even though Kevin Durant is miles ahead of him in talent. And Westbrook thinks he's better than he is. Like he's a top 15 player thinking a top 5. What do you think of his career so far? Like, do you think the Nets, like, if he comes back normal and he wins some rings, do you think that could like redeem himself from going to the Warriors?
Yeah, I ultimately think that this saves Kevin Durant's legacy, especially if he does something special, like win a championship or bring his team to the finals, even in the East. As with Golden State, everyone says that his rings are meaningless. And if he does this and wins a championship on his own, being the number one player on the team with a less of a superstar team around him, such as Golden State, it will prove all the doubters wrong, and Kevin Durant will be noted as a Hall of Famer and one of the best to ever do it. That's our take on Brooklyn Nets' huge day. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.